It was a large room full of people, all kinds, and they'd all arrived at the same building at more or less the same time. And they were all free, and they were all asking themselves the same question. What is behind that curtain? You were born, and so you're free. So happy birthday.
12.
As we said, we're going to kind of take a musical travelogue and just go from one country to another. So the first country we're going to start with is Mexico, which is just directly south of us. And to some extent, or not to some extent, but for real, so Mexico is a federal republic located between the United States of America and Guatemala, just in case you didn't know. I'm sure you did, but anyway, although Mexico leans towards a cosmopolitan environment, it is its cultural heritage that best describes that country. This first tune you're about to hear originated in the early 1800s. Although the tune describes a loved one, there are many who believe the tune really describes Mexico during revolutionary times. In case you don't understand Spanish, on the chorus you're going to hear this young man right behind me singing, "Sing, sing, don't cry, for singing will bring joy to one's heart once again."
Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran cielito lindo los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran cielito lindo los corazones. De la la sierra morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. De la sierra morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Traveling further south, past Central America, we arrive at a northeastern part of the South American continent. This country is known as Brazil, known for its natural resources, agriculture, and of course tropical weather and beaches. Brazil has still one characteristic that sets it apart from most countries. This characteristic, or festivity I should say, is Carnaval. Celebrated during the Lent season, this joyous occasion fills the streets of Rio with hundreds of brasileiros singing and chanting to the country's native song form, which is the samba. following tunes. Highland Division, because he was the Bonnie lad, the kilt is light and light, and a high road to win. Occupying most of the Iberian Peninsula and located in Western Europe, Spain is a country famous for its colorful bullfights, sunny climates, and beautiful storybook castles. Neighboring France, Spain shares the title of the land of romance. From boleros, bulerías to flamenco, Spaniards often express their emotions of love and life through music.
Que llegó son de veces, ay que pa' que yo soy gitano, que llego Debajo del puente retumba, 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 retumba. Ay, con el porón, pom, pom, porón, porón, pom, pero, pero, porón, pom, pom. Ay, porón, pom, pom, porón, pom, pero, porón, pom, pero, porón, pom, pom.
Across the Atlantic, traveling south and back to the Americas, we land on Guatemala, a country smaller than the state of Louisiana, hidden between Mexico and the rest of Central America. Guatemala shares greatly in the perfection of the musical instrument known as the marimba. Because of its fine rosewood production, Guatemala is known as the place of origin for this instrument. Consisting of rectangular rosewood bars, aligned in a fashion similar to the piano, the marimba is able to create a rich resonant tone. Its range may cover as well as 5 octaves, and its methods of playing are innumerable. Originally played with 2 players on each marimba, it is now commonly used as a solo instrument. Aside from playing with 2 mallets, the instrument can also be performed with 4. Although few are able to master this 4-mallet technique, tonight you will be able to witness one of the few virtuosos on the instrument. We now bring you Mr. Garrett Warren on the Guatemala marimba. You combine chants, drums, and dance with explosive rhythms, and what do you get? None other than African music. Like Mexico, Africa remains in touch with the universal culture, and to some extent lives a cosmopolitan life in its urban areas. There is, however, its strong ties with the past and with its earlier culture. A culture which has amazed and stirred the curiosity of scientists for years. Like its native history, Africa's music and dance is complex and full of meaning. Located off the coast of northern Venezuela and neighbor to Tobago, we find Trinidad. Rich in culture, consisting of Spanish, African, and Portuguese descent, Trinidad is the home of calypso music, a music made famous by early Trinidadians like the Roaring Lion, Lord Kitchener, and the Mighty Sparrow, to name a few. Trinidad is also the home of the pan, or steel drums as we know it today. Made out of an oil barrel, hammered, tempered, and meticulously tuned, the pan creates an electrifying sound like never before heard. Combining it with other percussion instruments, the pan comes into perfect harmony, creating a music which can only bring joy and a sense of happiness to anyone near it. we should be doing some more of that, I guess. Live any folks. Do you folks dance? You know, this is completely different. This is completely different for us because here I am reading out of stupid papers when I really shouldn't be doing that. Because we're used to just being laid back and just starting and we just play and people get up and dance. But here it's like one tune after another and I gotta find my place. Located off the coast of northern Venezuela. And so I guess I shouldn't use this, right? Okay, right. Can't. Anyway, we go on. The next tune we're gonna do is entitled Guantanamera. And it comes from Cuba. And from Cuba, we get a variety of music. We get mambos, we get cha-chas, we get guajiras, son to some extent also. And this specific tune that we're doing is entitled Guantanamera. As we said, we've got beautiful dancers who are dancing for us. Dancing for you. You know, unfortunately, we're out of time, believe it or not. Our whole show consisted of just this. We're going to do another tune, and then if you like, we can do one more on top of that, which is another calypso, and hopefully we get you to dance. Can we? Chris, do you think we're going to dance? Yeah, we're going to. See if you recognize this next tune.
cosita, una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia y otra cosita, y arriba, ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba, iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila. Para ser secretaria se necesita enseñar las rodillas y otra cosita, y arriba, ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba, iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila. Si el amor que me daba fuera de azúcar, estaría todo el día chupa que chupa, y arriba, y arriba, ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba, iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila. Para subir al cielo se necesita una escalera larga, y otra chiquita, y arriba, ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba, iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila, bamba, baila,
Wait a minute, dancers, come back. Wait. Hey, come on back. Come on back. We're not through yet. Actually, we are. The show is over, but we're going to get you to dance now. We're going to start, and then you guys just pick out people and let's get them to dance. All right? Here we go. Would you like to hear some more? Yeah? How about it, Linda? What do you think? All right. Well, we can get some more people out of here because it's going to be a drag. We just go out there and look like fools, go like this. All right?
It shows you what a little bit of vodka sounds like a legitimate plan. Tomorrow, when I don't
put up with my voice. I got a bad cold, but thanks anyway. All right? Good night.
Wasn't that a wonderful celebration? The lady that was responsible for putting this all together this evening. Linda, will you come up? Linda Lockley.
This is not the Academy Awards, but I do have quite a few people to thank, and I will try to be very short. First, I would like to thank my executive, Robert Houston, for allowing me to spend so much time during the office hours to work on this evening. I would also like to thank my husband. I awakened every morning talking about this event and went to bed every night talking about this event. Also, I would like to give a special thank you to the member firms who helped make this evening such a success. A.c. Houston Lumber Company, and if you would stand down, all help that I received